and thank you for joining me on Night Talk. I'm Prentice. I will be your host for this evening, and tonight's topic is money. Money, the green stuff. You know, the stuff that makes the world go round. Money. You know, that is the exact same paper tool that every congressman, senator, president, everybody has to have millions and millions of dollars in money before they can run for a government office. I just think it's so very funny that a congressman will spend 10 to 15, 20 million dollars to get elected to a job that only pays 180 something thousand a year. It must be the free health care plan that makes it so worthwhile. We're just a bunch of conspiracy theorists that could even imagine anything like under the table money or bribes, or, you know, that lobbyists wouldn't do that. Lobbyists surely wouldn't contribute to anything like that. So for my part, I just don't see why lobbyists are needed in Congress. I mean, they don't push any agenda. They don't further any agenda. Anytime you see one of these lobbyists who are lobbying for a mega Fortune 500 company, or lobbyists that are continuously shadowing the steps at the White House and the Congress building, you know, I just can't see any money exchanging hands. You know, those guys are working hard, and they just wouldn't commit anything like that or do anything of that nature. Go back to watching your football games, your basketball, baseball games, the supermodels, race car drivers, hockey. I mean, you just name it. It's all on that little black box that the same people who print your money fashion for you. It's called a TV. That thing keeps your mind occupied on everything except for all the trillions of dollars that you are stuck paying for with your hard-earned money. Night Talk. Be right back. Okay, welcome back to Night Talk. I'm just wondering how many of you have really sat down and thought about this. It takes no more paper or no more ink to print a $1,000 bill than it does to print a $1 bill. Did you know that? I'm thinking a lot of people in the United States and abroad have no idea how fractional banking works. You or I would go straight to prison. We would never see the light of day if we did something like that. How this works is, let's just say a person deposits $100 into their savings account. Then your bank, in turn, lends that $100 out 10 times that amount. What happens is the bank, in turn, will lend out $1,000 against that $100 that you walked in and deposited. But keep in mind, no money ever changes hands. The only thing that happens is a banker will go in, type in a few numbers on a computer screen for money that never existed, and make you a good faith loan based on your credit score and your ability to pay that loan off. Bankers are like great con men. They just do not want to get caught at what they're doing. They're pushing an agenda from the highest office of our nation and the highest offices from around the world concerning money. That's why the lending practices have become so strict nowadays, and the perfect credit score keeps rising higher and ever higher. Night Talk. Be right back. Welcome back to Night Talk. Okay, so you got that loan for the new car you've been wanting. All right, hooray. Well, did you know the same car that you just agreed to pay for, you signed your life away for the next 36 months or so to a banking institution that is controlled by the same government who just printed and freely handed hundreds of millions of dollars over to this automobile company to whom you just purchased your car from. There is a double whammy effect going on here, and I'm not sure if people understand what that means. That means you are paying interest on money that was never printed at your bank. You've got to pay that interest off, plus you've got to find that money to pay back out of your hard labor. And secondly, all those hundreds of millions of dollars that were handed over to this automobile company that you just bought your car from, your tax dollars increased. That's right, your government increased your taxes all the way across the board in order to pay those hundreds of millions of dollars off that were given to the auto manufacturers. I think they should give the people a new car. Night Talk. Be right back. And welcome back to Night Talk. I'm Prentice, and hope you have enjoyed the show so far. Please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Thank you very much. Banker bailout. The bank bailouts. Yes, all the banks got big, huge bailouts. And where else would Congress put all this money? Let me give you a hint. The FDIC. You see that sticker on every bank door you walk through. The Federal Deposit Institutions for Currency. Where else would they put all that money? Now, the majority of that money was sent to banks all across the nation for the housing bubble, to bail out the banks who were holding notes on millions of houses across the country that in turn those loans are expected to be paid off through tax dollars beaten out of the backs from the laborers in this country, meaning the people who still have a job. I don't frown on people that can't pay a home note off because they do not have a job in this country. I actually feel sorry for people that have been that are homeless right now, especially since the banks have been paid for these mortgages by accepting a deal that was cut and dried through your government leaders that says the tax dollars on the people will pay this note off. Okay, banks, you have your money for the mortgages. Hand the people their deeds. Give them their deeds of trust. Bankers understand the people have paid for their deeds and their properties through tax dollars, yet they keep double dipping and holding on to this property and charging people over and over. Night Talk, where we talk about everything you never thought about. Welcome back to Night Talk. Okay, let me just say, after reading and looking at things that are going on in this country, it seems to me that 75 to possibly 85% of the American people have fallen on hard times and lost a property at one time or another. I think the American people should all stand up together and agree on one thing. And that one thing being that there will be no more evictions, there will be no more children tossed out of their homes. The people own the deeds to the property where they live. The banks made an agreement on their terms and have been paid in full by accepting the tax dollars up front that have been paid in full by the people of the United States. Hey, it's real simple. Just give us what we paid for. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Please click the like button on the YouTube page. Please share Night Talk with all of your friends. Thank you and have a great evening.